Hey guys, Barker Pez. I'm here again doing ruling episode 4. This ruling episode is based off the most recent deck profile I did at this moment in time, which is frogs. Now, for those who have a couple of questions about frogs, if this video, I'm just gonna say, I have bad connection at the moment, so if the video just like skips a bit, that's because of that. But a lot of people have a lot of questions about frogs, about timing issues, stuff like that. So if anyone on Dueling Network is questioning about frogs, send them this, and it will help out. So pretty much, I'll just get down to it and tell you all what it's about. Alright, now frogs, pretty standard effects. So you summon him by discarding, let's just say you discard a Treebond, but you summon him by discarding a water type. It doesn't matter what it is, it's just a water type. So let's say you discard your Treebond, right? Obviously you get your dump, so you'd probably at this point just dump a poison draw, just for the sake of dumping. And then you bring it back to your hand. You can do this as many times as you want. As much as it says once per turn, because this was the card you chose to bring back to your hand, the effect gets reset as soon as you summon it again. So, it just helps out for those who don't really know. I had a lot of people questioning it, so I just send them some ruling links, stuff like that, and it helps. I know a lot of ruling sharks, like so many people I know, they research rulings and they try to break rulings, and they are very successful at breaking rulings. So this is where I pretty much got a lot of my stuff from and ruling techniques, because I never really used to know a lot about frogs. I knew enough to make the deck, I knew enough to make it consistent, but I didn't know enough of the broken plays. Now, Swap Frog is the most broken card in this deck. It is stupid, it's annoying, and your opponent, as soon as he sees you playing the frogs, will just go, "Oh, for God's sake." I've had that done to me so many times, because you're just gonna spam your field. You're gonna fill your grave up with probably 8 cards with like a normal hand. If you have an amazing hand, you'll probably just get all your frogs and everything else into the grave at that point. So that is pretty much just Swap Frog. Swap Frog is stupid. Now, a little combo that there is with Treeborn. Treeborn is awesome, everyone knows this effect, in the standby phase it comes back. But, if you chain the summon with an enemy controller, tributing him in the standby phase, mind you, this is all in the standby phase, right? You tribute him, take control of your opponent's monster. And because this is still in the standby phase, it doesn't say only once per turn you can do it. You can do it at any point in the standby phase. So you tribute it, then it special summons back, because it's still the standby phase. A lot of people have questioned me about it. I questioned the guy that told me about it, but he's a judge, and he actually told me it's a legit play. So it works. So that helps out. And it's so stupid, your opponent will rage. Even if you just creature swap your freaking Treeborn, your opponent rages. Everyone hates creature swap and everyone hates enemy controller because it stops that one time that they could do stuff. Alright, now I'm just going to go into the boss cards. That is pretty much most of the ruling for the frogs. Poison draw. I don't know if this is true, but this is what the judge told me, that if you tribute Treeborn, it misses its timing if you tribute it for like a Caius, because I think the effects set off at the same time. It's kind of like the light pulsar and cannon soldier thing. So you tribute, like, let's say you did it with the cannon soldier thing with light pulsar. You tribute the light pulsar and you think, oh yeah, I get it back. But then cannon soldier's effect still needs to resolve. The same with Caius and poison draw. Poison draw would be sent, Caius's effect still needs to resolve, and poison draw would miss the timing. That's how I think it works. So there you go. I'm going to get into a couple of boss monsters right now. What makes them broke, what makes them amazing for the deck. I've also got a couple little extra cards which help out for like different variants of the deck. There are so many variants of the deck that it is stupid, and I just love it. I mean, this deck is ridiculous in itself. Sorry if I'm mumbling on. I just need to get the cards out of my binder because I didn't think. But another card which is kind of good for frogs, but it really depends on the variant. Slushy. I'm going to be doing a ruling video on Slushy, but pretty much Slushy is broke. It's really broke. Slushy, pretty much, you need to run 3 to be able to even run it, which it's a disadvantage for the frog deck. It leaves out some consistency, yes, but this makes a slower variant of frogs. But this is mainly for like exceeding frogs and slushy frogs. Slushy frogs get really stupid late game. Like, because they stall out for the first part of the game, getting their slushies to the grave, dumping all their high-level water types. Then it's just, oh yeah, I have 3 Monster Reborns now. So yeah, it is stupid. But Sea Lancer is a boss card and a variant of the deck. Now, Sea Lancer frogs are pretty stupid, but they're more stalling than they are anything else. Because Sea Lancer, he is a stall card. Now, if you go Sea Lancer, you're going to want to get every one of your poison draws on him. Now, Sea Lancer, when he is to be destroyed, you can detach. Now, there is a lot of ruling on timing. Now, this is something I heard from a Rule Shark as well. Now, pretty much, the odd time to make your opponent miss timing on his frogs. Like, let's say he has, I got 2 poison draws there. Let's say he has that. A poison draw with a dupe. Now, to be able to stop your opponent getting like 4 pluses and stuff like that, the only real way to be able to do it is to Heavy Storm, then chain it to MST. Because then MST resolves, killing one of them. Then the Heavy Storm would need to resolve, which kills the rest. Now, what I think happens one would miss the timing or something like that, but I'm not entirely sure. But that is what can happen. So Sea Lancer is a boss card. Obviously, he goes up to 2,300 if he has any of the frogs on him. It's not the biggest monster, but you're running Gachis, guys. You have to run Gachis in this deck, which makes him so much better. Another good card of the deck, Lion Darkness Dragon. Everyone will run Lion Darkness Dragon in this deck, even just one. Slushy Frogs, you don't really want to run this because you're getting BT-ass monsters as it is. You can run this just a special summon something back. I run this in my Slushy Frogs, so if anyone else doesn't, then fair enough. But he's not an essential card. But he is boss against wind-ups. He's boss. But Tragodia, so amazing in the deck. Tragodia, pretty much, you know what it does. Attack, boom. If you get Tragodia in an opening hand, just wait. Just let them attack you, and then special summon it. They can't really stop it with Thunder King, right? And they can't stop it with Bottomless. So you've got like a 3,000 beater on the field because you have 5 cards in hand. Next turn he's going to be 3,600. You could turn into attack, or you could just sit behind him. That's the beauty of Tragodia. You can either go offensive with him, or just sit there and troll for a sec. I mean, you could even use him for the whole creature sort of thing. I mean, let's say your opponent has a level 10 monster out, and you're just like, okay, I need to get that. So you just dump an obelisk, take control of that forever. It's just a creature swap, which is awesome. But yeah, final thing that's awesome in the deck is Obelisk. Obelisk is amazing because we all know what he does. Tribute 3 monsters to summon. Summon cannot be negated, and the summon, and only the summon, I'm saying this now, this is also ruling on Obelisk, I've had enough of people doing this. When Obelisk is summoned, summon cannot be negated, right? It says it there, his summon cannot be negated. So Solemn Warning or Solemn Judgment cannot be activated. It then says, cards, sorry, I just completely forgot the effect, I want to read this out properly. When this card is noise cannot be negated. When normal summoned, right? Highlight when normal summoned part, guys. When normal summoned, cards and effects cannot be activated. This card cannot be targeted, right? This card, the only thing about the effect of it cannot be activated is only in the normal summon. Because if it wasn't, right, think of it like this. Bottomless doesn't negate. Think of it like that. There is a reason why they said that, because this is supposed to be a boss card, and it's supposed to be unstoppable on the summon. Everything else is fine. If you go for an attack and someone activates Threatening Roar, that's fine. If you go for attack, someone activates not Heavy Storm. If someone activates Mirror Force, it's dead. Alright, I was just making that a tiny bit clear to people. Alright, well I hope that helped everyone out with frogs, stuff like that. This is a 9-minute video. Now, obviously, if you're in a duel, people aren't exactly going to wait 9 minutes. So, just tell them the sections. There are Sea Lancer references. There are Tragodia references. there are Light and Darkness references, and there's Obelisk references. Obelisk is obviously at the end. It's a very quick ruling, so just say go to 8 minutes. There you go. But I hope this helped you guys like understand frogs, how to play them properly, stuff like that. I mean, as I said, there are different variants, so everyone has their playstyle, and you can have your own playstyle with them. It's stupid how many variants you have, and they're all as consistent as each other. Exceeding frogs, slushy frogs, freaking sea lancer frogs, monarch frogs, L&D, friggin' god frogs, wicked frogs. It's stupid. There's so many frogs. But anyway, I have a Christmas cup. And I'm Barcode Pez. The webcam isn't properly in my face, but I don't care. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. As I said before, I hope this helped. Barcode Pez, I'm signing off. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Ta-ta.